Hey everybody, what's up? It is Wednesday, September 23rd. So, pretty big move down today in the markets. Yesterday I posed the question, is the correction over? And I've been talking about these corporation income tax flows, and not surprisingly, at least to me, what I saw in the data today was a second consecutive day of improvement in these corporation income tax flows. So this is telling me now, I think what I kind of postulated, it had to do with the fires out west. It probably had to do with the hurricanes in the Gulf. Economic activity, the soft patch that was, signaled to us from these corporation tax flows, that soft patch has stabilized. Things are starting to get back to normal. Now, I'm way ahead of everybody else because I see these numbers on a daily basis. And what I've been saying is that next month, October, we're about a week away. We're first going to start to see the data from September, and that's going to look really weak. So you're just going to get your first wave of sellers coming in now to the market because they're going to be looking at the data from September and they're going to go, oh, look at the economy is slowing down, when in actuality, things are now starting to stabilize. So what's going to happen here at some point is it's going to set up an amazing buying opportunity because the fiscal support is still at unprecedented levels. It's huge, it's enormous, and that is the key factor. So, corporation income tax flows have now started to move back up over last year. I mean, they're still negative year over year, but the trend is starting to go back up again. It's an indication that whatever economic softness we saw in the first half of September or through the last 3 weeks, that has stabilized now, so that's good. Remember, we try to forecast basic economic conditions, and that will dictate where the market goes. Now it's really a game of, you got the Johnny-come-latelys who think they're smart first, going to get a little glimpse of the economic data. I already saw that in the beginning of September. It's going to take into October. They're going to look at that stuff. They're going to say, oh, look, the economy is slowing down, when in actuality, we're getting some stability in here. As for some of the other markets, you saw a big sell-off in gold today. Nothing has changed in the gold trend. It's a bull market. It's an uptrend. You're getting a shakeout of speculative longs here, and I suspect that when we see the CFTC data on Friday, probably going to see producers coming in as buyers on this dip. Okay, they were sellers. I've been telling you that over the last few weeks. That kind of indicated there was a top in place around 1950 to 1980. They were selling. They picked up their selling that we haven't seen in a while. Not super aggressive, but they were selling. That was the signal that we were going to get a pullback, but I suspect we'll see them back on the buy side. The dollar, this is classic, okay? This is your flight to safety, whatever you want to call it. This is the emotional buying of the dollar. Safe haven buying, whatever you want to call it. This will unwind just like the other dollar rallies have. Eventually they unwind too. Dollar long-term trend is down. You want to sell into these rallies. Now, they could persist for a period of time, and if you get more risk-off trade in the equity markets, you're going to see, people buying dollars, but, that's not going to last. That's not going to last. Fundamentally, large U.S. trade deficits, historic budget deficits, those are negative for the dollar, and that's going to continue to be the case. So yeah, and I had an idea, I had an inkling, I kind of had a feeling yesterday when I made the video and I saw the uptick in the corporation income tax flows that I thought we'd get another one of those days today, and we did. It was in the data. But again, I'm way ahead of everybody else. I see this stuff on a daily basis. It's just going to show up in the data 30 days from now. And that's when you're going to get, the big reaction. People are going to be selling. And that will create the bottom. They'll sell into the hole. I mean, the time to sell was in early September when I put out that video. My new podcast episode is out. Go check it out. You could click on the link right here in the description below. A lot of interesting stuff in there. I talk about, talk about Friedrich Nietzsche, the German philosopher, and some of his ideas applied to trading and investing. You ought to listen to that because I think it's pretty interesting. So click on the link below, check out my podcast. See everybody tomorrow. Bye-bye.